What's going on, Postal Family? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. What's happening on this Sunday afternoon? Just had to get out of town a little bit. Quick day trip. Family wanted to get out a little bit, so out here in a different state, a little bit, not too far away from where we are, but just a quick get out. But anyway, today's topic, what I'm discussing is just looking at the 2025, the year in review as far as postal news and whatnot. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do, love to do. Thanks so much, everybody, for the support. Keep giving me the thumbs up, smash that hype button. Helps out everything on here. And of course, all the comments, I can't thank you guys enough. Everything you all communicate is all awesome. Granted, there's some different type of comments too, but I appreciate those folks too stopping by, throwing a comment. I appreciate all of that. So everything I say on here is from my views, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS or Post Office in any of my videos. So just looking at 2025 wrap up. Of course, we're in the last few days of this, I guess you can say, wonderful year. You got to stay positive and everything. Our Postmaster General DeJoy stepped down, out of nowhere, just gave the retirement step down. And David Pete Steiner was assigned as the new Postmaster General. So, Steiner, Postmaster, he's doing the best he can with the sinking ship. That you can only do so much. So he's doing everything he can. First thing he reported was the $9 billion loss in the previous fiscal year. So a lot of you saying, that's not true, but that's what he reported, so we don't know what the inside scoop is. I know obviously it's going to be different, but that $9 billion loss for the post office is definitely, very major. So along with that, he's doing some structural changes. Obviously, new Postmaster General, they like to do things their own way. So different things going on happened in 2025. Among the most serious came at the latter this month. Actually, the contract with Amazon talks started up again, but the contract doesn't expire till October 2026, so this coming year. But the contract talks are, started. That's what, obviously, in all our minds, some stations kind of depend on Amazon and some don't. Like I always say in all my videos, depends where you're at. Some places have a lot of mail, they're good. They don't depend on Amazon. Other places, not so much. They don't have much mail, and, the packages gets them the hours throughout the day. So just literally means where you're at. So that's the more serious things, what happened in 2025. Other than that, just another normal year. A lot of, me personally at my station, a lot of senior folks retired, are still retiring. They wrapped it up good 30, 40 years, some of them 40-year career. So those faces, as the co-workers stay in our mind for a little bit as they rolled out, called it wrap up, and happily sailed into retirement. So, and other than that, the usual stuff in 2025, Postal Service apparently saw some downfall in as far as injuries. And of course, every year has, you lose carriers with different reasons. Some were shot blatantly. Some were just died in the summer of the heat. So, we had our share of incidents as far as carriers out there. So, the usual stuff. We look forward to 2026 as being a much better year. Of course, the serious topics, Amazon, renew with Amazon, obviously, and which way we're going to go, which way this guy, the new Postmaster General, is trying to take us. So different things going on. We'll see what happens. All we can do is pray for a better future. Post office, there's a lot of, There's a lot of questioning things right now as far as, how we're going to survive. The Postmaster General, of course, he said 2027, we run out of money. A lot of you said, that can be true. He's making it up. So, but he did announce it. So we got to take some of it seriously, So we'll see how things work out, and going into the new year. Like I said, we always praying for the best for our career path, A lot of people in the comments come on and say, post office is dead, this and that, without even thinking about how many are employed by the post office. 650,000 people, depend on this thing, and we want it to last right now, A lot of us are nowhere near retirement when you think about it. That's what's concerning, and you depend on it daily. You want to have a good future with it, so we always, of course, praying for the betterment of the post office. So we want to be on the good side. We don't want anything negativity, God forbid, in the new year. We want a dependable career. A lot of new CCAs, getting concerned. A lot of y'all in the messages said, okay, they got orientation coming, but from the news and their co-workers, whatnot, telling them that, such and such, if Amazon leaves, it will be bad. Amazon and us have really depended on us. I researched the history. 1994 is when it all started. Jeff Bezos started in his garage selling books. He started shipping them through us, and then he was successful, and the history. It was history from there. Exploded, selling everything. Amazon grew. Now it's like a major factor. I think they're only like 3 billion packages, something like that, behind us. We do 6.6 billion a year off of packages. They're close up to 6.3 now. So they're right there with us. Both I see USPS and Amazon go hand in hand. I mean, the contract, the way I see it, will be renewed, but they're going to give us a little bit more money since it's a new contract and a new Postmaster General. They're going to throw a few more dollars right now. Estimate is 2 to 4 per package. Then it might go up to, maybe $5 to $8 per package, something like that. But it's definitely going to go up. I think it will go up. And the contract will be renewed. Somebody made a good point. Amazon cannot really go without us because the post office covers every house in America when you think about it. There's a route there on every house, so we have access like 10 times more than their trucks go, even touch all the streets every day. So somebody's got to be really, really dumb to take that contract away. We have access. We basically, like I said, hit every business, every street. There's a route there. There's a carrier busting their rear end, working those routes. So the packages have access wherever we go. So they know this thing. And right now, the major concern is the new Postmaster General bringing out this new bidding system open to competitors. And Amazon has said, they're reconsidering all their options. Now, before our postmaster introduced this plan, it was straightforward. They were coming for us. They hadn't said anything like concerning. But once they've heard this plan as well, they've really backed up and said, we gotta check everything, double check all their options before they re-sign with us. But I think they will eventually. They'll come to their senses. They have access everywhere with the post office. Giving us a little bit more dollars on the package is not gonna do nothing to them. This is a multi-billion-dollar company. In the near future, they got no questions. Everybody and anybody is on Amazon, on their phone, laptop, whatever. Amazon has got everything. They're just growing each year. So post office's best interest will be to stay with Amazon. So, you don't wanna anger them too much. You, as the Postmaster General, I would gladly work with them and explain to them that what he's doing is for the benefit of USPS. We don't want to have this bidding system and on the flip side lose Amazon altogether, God forbid. So it's a situation where careful thinking will have to take place. Both sides will have to come to an agreement, and God willing, in 2026 October, they renew. That would be their best interest, simply because post office goes everywhere in the country and they don't. Simple as that. Their big old vans don't go anywhere. That's for sure. But we got to be on the lookout. Everything. Kind of, sort of, we have to, agree with them a little bit, the Postmaster General, only because how big they are, big of a contract they are. Like I said, their inception in 1994, Jeff Bezos started using USPS, so that's 3 decades, something like that ago. So we don't want to mess up something that's been going on that long and is a positive. Looking at the money that each packages brings us, so we don't want to lose nothing like that. And another thing, Postmaster General, he's not going to look at inside the post office to increase the funds, as he's saying we're going broke. What I mean by that is he's not going to look internally which positions can be downgraded, because right now you're spending way too much money in-house, if you know what I mean. Management, of course, is there with their massive raises, massive bonuses every year. You got a lot of people in different offices. You got OIG, and then you got the Postal Inspection Service. That's complete flop right now. They don't take care of nobody. They don't protect nothing. They're all corrupt. So these departments are very serious. If a Postmaster General was intelligent, he would look at everything and downsize. You don't have to necessarily lay off, but we're looking at. We know it's a service; it's not a company. But this is times. You know what the saying is: drastic times call for drastic measures. So he's got to do this. He's got to look at within the USPS. I know all of you in the comments telling me same thing. This is all our senses. That's what it's coming to, Why isn't he looking at internally? Look at the budget. Look at all your positions everywhere in the states and downsize what you need to cut all the money, man. I mean, billions. Maybe that will give us a little bit more time. That will take us, like he's estimating, into 2028 or further, God willing. But that's just us talking. He's not looking at all that. All the positions are there. Those office positions that are not even necessary are gonna sit there collecting all the billions. You take away those positions, and He's not going to give the carriers anything more. I mean, we're just saying to save the whole USPS right now. Our contract is a different ball game, and it's a concern in itself for the carriers. A lot of you were mentioning it took 700 days in the previous 2025, the NALC contract. We should look at even more time being spent on the useless time, which, they're just sitting there. They're not... what can they be negotiating if it's going to take longer than 700 days? So, we as carriers, we want to pray for a better year. We want, of course, a better NALC president. Like it's whoever it is, Henry or the other guy, Mike Caff. So, we want to be on the good side. We want everything to benefit us. Frontline carriers, truckers, plant workers, all. I always say I appreciate the whole thing. They go hand in hand. I like how it's like a cohesive unit. One unit cannot work without the other, so it's a total package. Like we're saying, as far as the contract, it depends who's the new president and who's gonna step up for the carrier base even more. So these are the things we're looking at. Just wanted to wrap up 2025. There wasn't that much of a serious thing happening, unless I'm missing something. It's just $9 billion loss was reported by the new Postmaster General. The Joy quit. And, at the end of the year, now we're facing this contract situation with Amazon. So just want to look at certain things that happened 2025. I know I might be missing certain things, sitting here, you just can't think of everything, that had happened. So just off the top of my head, what I know happened, just talking, there was probably a lot of different things. Like I said, I didn't mention. Just a quick summary I wanted to give the top things. So hope everybody's doing good. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Of course, we got another holiday weekend coming. Thursday's New Year's Day. And we'll go from there into the new year, God willing. So everybody take care out there. This is Mailman Saeed. Thanks again. I can't thank you guys enough for the support you all give me, the comments, positive thank you notes. Appreciated you guys very much so. Some of you had mentioned you get all your postal news from my channel. You don't know how that makes me feel, man. So proud. It just gives me the energy more to do this thing. What I'm doing here, it has a meaning, that just encourages me to do the best I possibly can. And any new news, bring it to you guys as quickly in my style that I do. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the positive notes. And God willing, everybody's good, and our career path, everything post office stays strong going into the new year. So everybody have a good weekend, and we'll catch you on the next take. Mailman Saeed out for now.